Hi guys, welcome back to August Love Story, the channel. My name is Artieka.
I'm Tommy.
And today we are reviewing Married at First Sight, season 18, episode 3. And that episode is titled, Did Y'all Meet My Husband? If you guys haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. I had to search to find it really quickly, the title of the episode, because I never knew it.
You have to do it real quick. You could just...
I mean, while I was saying it, I was searching it. That's why I said it real quick. So, I have two couples that I wrote the least sentences about. So where would you like to start? Ikechi?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Ikechi and MM. She asked him after when they were sitting down together at the reception, you know, the getting to know you kind of gray area of the reception while everybody's eating. Was she his type?
Mm-hmm.
And he said black women are his type. I was like, I felt like that wasn't the correct answer.
Yeah.
And I mean, it wasn't the wrong answer, but in the multiple choice, I would not have picked that one.
Man, he reminded me, with that answer, he reminded me of somebody that would say, what is it, Grand Rising?
Mm-hmm.
What are they called?
Hoteps.
Yeah. Yeah. He reminds me of a hotep, which is nothing wrong with it, but it just, you know.
Yeah.
I heard that answer. I was like, I like black women too.
But you also had, I don't know if you do or not though.
What I think
have
women
a type.
I don't know. You're my type.
Like, as I think about your past relationships, the people that I've met, right? It's not like a cookie cutter thing.
I don't think I have a real specific type of woman. I think it's more so of, do I truly enjoy being around you? Mm-hmm. So I feel like you trust me and can I trust you? And
I'm sitting over here laughing because isn't Red taller than you?
Nah.
I thought she was taller than you.
I
was about to say you did have two that was taller than you.
I
but
had
if Red wasn't taller than you, then you only had one.
Nah, I only had one that's taller than me.
She just felt like a tall presence. I guess because I was sitting down when she walked in, and then there was a baby there too. Yeah. So it was a lot going on.
It was a lot, yeah. So, but I mean, like, it's a solid answer. I like black women. All right, that's my type. Cool. Mm-hmm. You know.
Who said I ain't got no type?
Ray Sherman.
Okay. I knew it was a rapper.
But is that necessary? Is that question necessary? Because at that point, it doesn't matter if she's
well,
his
I guess
type.
Technically it does matter for the trajectory of this relationship. But do you find me attractive?
Better question.
Would have been a better question, perhaps.
Yeah.
Because
absolutely.
This is something that me and one of my friends joke about all the time, is that we, even if it's not the for lack of better words, make and model that we like, we can tell you that a person is attractive. Mm-hmm. And the reason I say make and model, because it could be a man, it could be a woman. But I could look at you and be like, that's a very attractive person. Yeah. That doesn't mean that I like you. Yeah. That just means that you're a very attractive person. Like, and that's where I felt like he could have been like, yeah, you know, you cool.
But he answered the question.
He did answer the question.
So,
did you have anything else about that part?
Not that part.
I did note that her friend Courtney was drunk.
Which one was Courtney?
Courtney was the one that was, this man was praying for you.
She was drunk?
He said it on after party. She was like, this man was praying for you.
Okay.
Girl.
All right.
Courtney was like, I'm here for the drinks. That's who they need to get on for interviews. Yeah, is Courtney.
Yeah. No, they knew that he couldn't get her on for interviews.
No. I'm talking about.
They probably got an interview with her and was like, we can't use this.
No, I'm talking about like the YouTube community when they start reaching out to the cast. Yeah. You get the friend, get Courtney out because Courtney gonna tell you exactly what happened.
No, but I think overall, man, their wedding was nice and the way that they interacted with each other. Mm-hmm. You know, I think it was kind of cool. He had somebody come out and sing, and then he put his Boys to Men rendition together. Mm-hmm. Baby,
so he said that he excuse me. He said that he had been out on the road with this guy.
Yeah.
And that guy wrote that song.
So he's a singer or he's just like a person that, like, what was the guy's, like, is he a singer?
I don't know.
I know he's a writer.
I don't know. I mean, he could just be a musician.
Okay.
I don't know. But he said he had been on the road with this guy and he said that was years ago. And he said 10 years ago, the first time he heard that song, he told him, you're going to sing this at my wedding. And this guy was over in Germany and flew to Chicago to sing that song for him at his wedding.
Now, the big hope is that they stick together. But who did she talk to? Because he talked to her cousin.
Yeah.
And her cousin was like grilling him. I hate that part of the relationship.
Cause it's like, bruh, grilling him ain't gonna change them. They already married.
Right.
Stop.
Right. This is like truly try to get to know this guy, right. Man. Like not in a grilling fashion, but in a, all right, man, I just, you know.
And it was somebody else. I can't remember which groom it was, but like, I think it might have been David. Like he sat down with the bridesmaids and he tried to ask a question about her. And they were like, no, we're not done with you yet.
Yeah.
He needs to get to know her just as much as she needs to get to know about him. Like, this ain't about y'all.
Yeah.
But her cousin was trying to do the big brother role. And I have a cousin that's like that. And I don't invite him to things for that reason. The one that snores. Because remember, he tried to ask you questions. And I was like, bro, we're already married. Shut up. Because he was the only one that had not met you. Yeah. And so he couldn't just deal with the fact that my brother was cool. His brother was cool. Yeah. Everybody was, hey, Tommy, how you doing? Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Right. He needed to like, like you would be the last person that I would call.
Yeah. I think it's appropriate in some manners, but I also think it's a matter of find out who this person is, not in a grilling manner though. Like find out who he is through pure conversation.
I feel like when you tell me that I'm going to be attending your wedding in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
And you want me to be the person on camera that is going to talk to your spouse, I'm going to sit down and come up with some better questions other than what's your intentions with her?
Yeah.
To marry her, I already did that.
That got to be that's a produced question.
It is.
Ask this question.
And it's like, if I really want to get to know you, it needs to be a little bit more organic.
Like, because the thing is, man, they already under a microscope. And after I say this, man, we can move on or whatnot. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, when you get married at first sight, they're already under a microscope with everybody looking at them from the other family because they're trying to figure out, how does this person move? Mm-hmm. What is this person doing? How does this person act? Who is this person? And everybody's going to be, you know, you want to be happy for the person that's getting married or the people that's getting married and stuff. But they're under this microscope and going to be under this microscope for the next few weeks until they really, truly get to know them, each other and stuff like that. So it's like, it's hard to be at that wedding and not fit like as the participant, as the person getting married and not feel like all eyes are on me in a judging fashion.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna give you, like, any question you ask, I'm gonna give the best answer.
Mm-hmm.
My as you call it, my representative is here.
Mm-hmm.
And they're gonna show out.
Mm-hmm.
So if you truly want to get to know me.
And there's absolutely nothing that you're going to be able to do or say on day one on camera that is going to make me not still have my representative showing.
Right.
It's just nothing.
So it's like, man.
Because you said you was going to kill me. Security, get this guy out of here.
Right. Like, security, I don't have to know.
Not doing this. Like, it's literally nothing.
Right. I'm trying to impress this girl. And we have 8 weeks. Like, just think about it, right? If you had 8 weeks to say, okay, and I'm not going to take it to the extreme of marrying a person, but 8 weeks to get to know a person, to make a decision on, hey, do I want to keep, like, going out with this person, or can I just cut it off here?
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, it's 8 weeks is a long time to get to know somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I know people that have, let people inside their body
a lot
faster than that. Can I say that on YouTube?
Ask my cousin how was the best way to say that. They did it.
Yeah, you did the nasty.
Cute Tinashe's nasty girl. Funniest thing I've done with that song, like, or seen with that song, was my video with the bees.
Yeah.
Got them bees pollinating, and I was like, all right now, y'all. Yeah. Prediction. Decision day, yes or no?
The sad part. You want to do that now, or you want?
I was going to do it after each couple.
I ain't gonna remember my answer. I don't know.
I'll go back and write the answers, make a cute little graphic for us.
So I think no, because I saw the previews of the season.
Mm-hmm. I saw that he was gone for 2 days.
Like, you don't come back from like 2 days and not know anything. So no. I don't think I don't know, man. I'm gonna base it off of this episode. I think their attitudes mesh well. They're going for their representatives are good. There wasn't any uh-ohs in there. So so yeah. I'm gonna go with yes.
I'm going with no.
I'm strictly basing it off of this episode and not the preview.
I'm just basing it off of my feelings in general. Okay. This was like when I saw them before I saw that preview. Like, if you had asked me when we recorded last week, I still would have said no.
I'm gonna say yeah.
Okay. The other couple that I wrote the least about was Madison and Allan. I wrote less about them than I did about EKG and MM.
Yeah.
Madison did say that Allan has been a gentleman and asking her for kisses instead of, just leaning in to take them, even though they're married. And one of the things that she talked to her bridesmaids about that they were all a little concerned about was his parents having a 14-year custody battle over him. And he said it made him have to go to therapy as a child. I'm like, are your parents both there? Because I can't remember.
I don't know if his parents was there or not.
Because I'm like, if they was beefing like that.
They said at some point in that, she was like, she's glad he didn't say anything to her about it because he didn't want them to, or because she didn't want them to like trauma bond or something. Because she had some type of
issues with her
family issues too.
I knew she had family issues when she told her dad, "Thanks for being here."
That was her?
I believe that was her.
I thought that was the other girl, Michelle.
Oh, it was Michelle. Never
mind.
Mixing up my M names.
Nah, I think in the midst of conversation that comes out, he says that he went to therapy and he's kind of like together now.
Mm-hmm.
I liked them. You know, I like them together. The thing that bothers me when people say this is that he's so nice, and that may be a problem. I'm like, why is that a problem? That somebody's being polite to you.
Nice people even have a limit. Like, all nice people are not emotional or doormats.
Yeah.
For lack of better words. Like, just because a person is kind does not mean that they're going to let you run all over them. And that's one of the things that we're still trying to teach Lily.
Yeah.
She thinks that kindness means let me do what I want to do.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Lily got that messed up.
But the kindness factor is like he could very well just genuinely be a kind person. And like, that's okay.
Right. That's the thing. It's like, man, it's okay to say, hey, can I kiss you? Hey, let me pull the chair out for you. Let me do this for you and stuff like that. Because again, the representative is here and I want this day to be as special as it possibly can because it's our wedding day. I'm still getting to know you, so I'm still trying to impress you. You know, I'm impressed. I think you're beautiful. Woo doo woo doo woo. So this is how I intend to impress you. You know, and I always have an issue with people that think because a person is being nice to you, it's like it's the beginning of an issue. Like I
You're
do
making it an issue,
right? I do see like times when people are overly nice or going out their way to be nice, which that can be an issue. But just being a gentleman, you know, it's interesting. Is chivalry dead? And they're our age, you know.
Well, he is. Well,
I mean, like anybody, like they like.
I'm sorry, I'm a lot older than Madison.
I mean, Madison is what?
29.
29, yeah. Like, I mean.
He 35.
Yeah, she's a millennial. That's and that's what I mean.
And I think my problem is that I be grouping that age of millennials with my sister, and I be like, we don't have anything in common.
Right. But y'all do actually, you know.
Sometimes. Anywho, what's your prediction for them?
No.
You know what? Because I don't know, I'm going to say yes. And I don't remember anything that happened with them in the previews.
But my no is because it's where is that fine line? You know what I'm saying?
That's
it's
her
like
thinking that he's too nice and she don't run over him.
Right. So
she might not make it through the 8 weeks with it. I mean,
and then both of them are they strong enough to really and I don't know, are they strong enough to really figure out their family issues from when they were growing up to improving this relationship? Because that was the thing that happened in his life. I think he was cheated on his last relationship. Or I may be making that up. Somebody got cheated on outside of Thomas cheating. But
you hear that?
Okay.
I don't know.
But I don't know. So, but I say no.
I think it's collecting in that thing.
What?
The water.
Oh, I didn't know what that was.
So yeah, we got them. Carla and Juan. Carla and Juan were getting along at the reception, and I feel like that's the beginning of the ending of them getting along. But I think I said that last week too. Was like I felt like their relationship was. I said they were never going to get to the true person of who they are, like outside of the representative. But it looked. He scared me. It looks like we get there a lot faster than I thought we were going to. I thought we weren't going to get there until the reunion. So he spent a lot of time telling Carla about where he's from, how much she's going to love it, and that he is the only member of his family who's living in Chicago. I think everyone else is in North Carolina. He's the only one in his family in Chicago. I think everybody else is it's in North Carolina. But he was telling her about like the city that he was born in and where he grew up and how she's going to love it, like the culture, the dancing, everything. I was like, y'all just make it sound like paradise. Why are we here working?
Yeah. I didn't pay attention a lot to their thing because I think they're gonna mesh well, but I think her attitude towards life is gonna get in the way.
That's the next thing I wrote down. Carla told his family that she wants him to go with the flow more, and his family was like, he flows with a plan, and she was like, I just want him to flow. And they was both looking at her like, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, she said something about him helping her with her business. I was like, how you start out like that?
I wouldn't say that there's an issue. Excuse me, y'all. I wouldn't say that there's an issue to starting out like that, because I remember one of the New Orleans couples, I'm not sure why it's escaping me which one it is. They started out with the let me help you with your business. Like, I put together a logo for you. Little stuff like that. Like, I don't think that, now if your thing is, are you going to get out here in the trenches with me and do the work? That's a little bit much to be asking of somebody that don't know you. Yeah. But if, for example, you and I met each other, we're casual, or not casually, we get married like immediately. If you have a business plan that you're like, I'm not figuring out why this isn't working.
Yeah, of course.
That's a look through. I'm hoping that that's what she meant by, can he help me with my business? No, help me become business minded.
I feel like that was more so of like, yeah, you come work in my business with me type of answer that she was giving. And that was the thing that I was like, man, you can't ask somebody to come do things like that with you. And you know what I'm saying? It just seems like she's kind of like all over the place with that conversation, right? I don't know.
She's definitely all over the place.
I don't know how else to word it, but with that conversation, it was like kind of like it would be an uncomfortable position for him to be put in, because it's like, now I'm still trying to get you to calm down. She's like a jackrabbit. I'm here, I'm there, I'm here, I'm there. Like, yeah, I was finna say Roger Rabbit. Like, he was everywhere. But I like their look together. They seem to, like, having fun is gonna be the least of their worries. Because it seems like they both like to.
Their relationship feels like the real world. This is what happens when people stop acting nice and things start to get real.
Yeah, right. That's what I feel like is going to happen.
Because in that preview, and I'm not basing my answer off of the preview, but in that preview, when she was like, I quit my job today, I was like,
Right. You can't do that.
You won't help with your business. And
like the issue that I have with I quit my job today, right, is there's no conversation between y'all to have said, I'm going to quit, And
had there been a, oh gosh, like if she was like,
that's in the preview, so we don't.
What's
know
his name? Steve.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. If she was like Steve and came into it with no job and said, I have a savings, I would have looked at it differently. But the fact that you come in and you're like, getting to know you and you're going to take care of me because I quit.
Yeah.
Nah.
Right. You can't.
Ma'am, you're going to be homeless by yourself.
Yeah. You can't do that, man.
Unless the I quit my job is I got a new offer.
I quit my job because my business is doing, like, I can afford to quit my job.
Yeah.
Like, everybody wants to.
But there wouldn't have been a conversation that I would have had as I quit my job. Like, then I would have been like, so I'm starting on this path of entrepreneurship and I'm at the ending of my job. or my side hustle has really taken off and it's become a flourishing business, and I just can't balance the two anymore.
But again, that was not in this episode.
You're right.
So we don't know what that conversation. We're just speculating.
Either way, the Carla and Juan situation of I don't think that we're getting the real version. It looks like we do at some point get the real version of Carla. That is why I say no, that they're not going to stay together.
Yeah, I say no because of like it looks like a show, and what she was saying was he's like coming in and telling your folks that he can help me with my business as far as like the business side of things, not the whatever the business is. Like I have to say that's not gonna work because nobody wants to come in and immediately have to help you with something that you're working on.
Yeah. Well, I also don't want a person to come in and me being the person who's like structured, because he was like saying that he works in construction. Those guys get up at 4:00 in the morning. So he's like, my day has to be very structured because these are the people that I'm meeting with. These are the people that I'm talking to. Mm-hmm. Okay. You miss fly by the seat of my pants. They needed something at 5 a.m. from you. And you like, I just woke up at 9:30 because that's what it seems like her life is. Mm-hmm. And it don't work.
I'm pretty sure she's more structured than we're giving her credit for.
Look, this is what she said, not me.
She just doesn't act like it.
Anywho, that's all I have for them.
Yeah, I ain't write anything for them, so that's just me shooting from the hip.
Camille and Thomas. Thomas says he eats one thing at a time, and he's very particular. Camille's like, somebody said that about me too. Like, you never noticed that you ate one thing at a time. I noticed that
some people don't notice that.
I think Lily eats one thing at a time. She just doesn't eat enough different things on the plate us to notice it in real time.
Lily eats one thing.
No, I was looking at her lunchbox today when I dumped it. And it was like 2 of the sections were completely gone. Mm-hmm. No, 3 of the sections were completely gone and the other 2 sections were still full. Mm-hmm. So I was like, she ain't eat none of these. All right. So she just didn't have any. That means she ate everything else. That's what makes me believe that she eats things one at a time.
Yeah.
One day I'm going to fix her at-home version of her school lunch and see how she eats it.
Yeah. What else you got for them, man?
They talk about his 9-year relationship. He doesn't tell Camille that he cheated. He tells Camille's friends that he cheated. His brother,
man, her talking to his people made it seem like this is probably one of the worst decisions you could do. I was like, dog, encourage her to be with this guy.
At the end of it, all 10 was like, well, we family now, so these 8 weeks you gonna come to the cookout.
That's what he said?
No, that's what it felt like. Because remember, he asked her, he was like, Tim has been the single friend for so long.
Yeah.
And he just usually accompanies me to my wife's family things.
Yeah, yeah.
So he was like, are you going to be cool with the blending of families? And I was like, honestly and truly, when they're identical twins and everybody knows the twin brother, like he's always around, it's like you get an additional set of in-laws because
right.
They just gonna be like, this is Tim's brother's wife. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
And so it just becomes a lumped in unless you don't get along with somebody.
No, I think the conversation with her friends and him telling them that
okay, he's yelling, it's a ghost. Here's another one. See, just in case y'all can't understand 2-year-old gibberish.
So him telling her or her friends that, you know, that he was in a 9-year relationship and he checked out of the relationship and cheated.
Mm-hmm. I was trying to figure out the time frame because he said this was 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So he's 42.
Yeah, he was 37.
42 minus the 5 is 37. Minus the 9. So this relationship started at 28.
Yeah.
So he was old enough to make better decisions.
He was old enough to say, hey, this ain't working for me.
Mm-hmm.
But he checked out, cheated, and that ultimately, I assume, ended their relationship. Said he went to therapy. It's 5 years between that and now he's married at first sight. And I think that's a great trajectory. Mm-hmm. You know, explaining, looking at the grand scheme of things, because, I mean, you check out of something, man, you don't care. Mm-hmm. You know, but for you to care enough to, like, go to therapy, like, actually work on yourself.
I feel like therapy is the new buzzword, though.
It is.
Because, I was about to call him Benifer.
Ballin. Is it Madison?
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah. He was talking about going to therapy as a kid. I think Ikechi talked about therapy.
But you look at therapy because of it not being especially in the Black community, not being a common thing, mm-hmm. you know, for us to go through or mm-hmm. go to. And a lot of people are being exposed to it.
Camille was definitely concerned with if Thomas is able to commit. I think, the concern was there because he had been in a relationship for 9 years, and he did not marry this person. I already went through the twin brother asking her how she felt about everybody getting together all the time. When he tells the friends that he cheated, they come back when they reconvene with her and it's like, girl.
Right. Like it's breaking news.
I got concerns for you.
Man, she took it to the chin though. You know, she took it, you know, the information with a grain of salt. So that was a good thing. She's not going to judge him on or hold him, you know,
to the fire for that.
Yeah, well, at least I don't think so. But I mean, is that a concern?
I don't know. I think that when people are like, you can't commit, I think that people have to make you want to commit. There's people that get into relationships and they have the same vicious cycle of relationships.
Yeah.
Like it's the same cheating cycle. Like you're just changing out the main woman or the woman.
Yeah.
But the lack of what is the word I'm looking for? Jesus. Mm-hmm. Discipline in not cheating on this person isn't there. But then there's also some people who are like revolving door. Mm-hmm. I mean, not revolving door. Like there's some people who are like, I cheated on this person and I've never cheated again.
Yeah.
So I mean, it is what it is.
Well, I think like for them, I think they should address it. Mm-hmm. I think it should be something that's talked about because her hearing it from them and him not talking about it is different, mm-hmm. right? You get you get a different story or you get a different feeling of it. But I also don't think she should hold it. Mm-hmm. You know, they seem to like each other. They mm-hmm. seem to like Thomas seemed to. For it to work, he's gonna have to get out his own way mm-hmm. with some of the peculiarness mm-hmm. of himself.
I think that being peculiar is just a thing. Like you're a peculiar person. Like you have your things about you. Like you want things done certain ways. And I mean, it didn't stop you from being in relationships. So
yeah,
there's that. What do you think? Yes or no?
I think yeah. If any couple sticks together, I think it's there. If I had to choose one couple, it would be them.
Right now, my answer for them is no too, but
yeah,
I don't know why. I don't have a real reason.
They're my starred couple. Like they're gonna be who's the lead couple in New Orleans?
Amani.
Yeah,
and Woody.
They're gonna be the ones that's so. Are y'all not getting along, or
they're gonna make up something?
Yeah.
Last but not least, there is Michelle and David.
They not gonna make it.
Michelle went in that bathroom and cried.
Yeah.
And I was like, baby, you don't have to move in the basement with him.
Right. You have your own place.
Why are you crying? So they were the last wedding. So they were the only wedding that we saw on this episode.
Yeah.
He introduced himself to her family and told them thanks for supporting her. They said that she's a small town girl destined to live in the big city, and she has 3 animals. David is a mama's boy, and his mom is ready to welcome another woman into the family. I think that the sister-in-law is who will prove if that statement is actually true or not.
Yeah. Yeah.
But everybody seems to like his sister. Well, David seems to like his sister-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to assume that she lets mama run the pack.
Yeah.
And she just comes in as supporting cast.
Yeah. I think I didn't hear that part. Like when they at their wedding,
mm-hmm.
I just really started paying attention at the reception.
Mm-hmm.
The cigarettes part.
Okay, yeah. So his mama was like, he casually smokes. His daddy was like, I don't like it and he don't do it in front of me.
Yeah, like.
I'm like, I've never met a social cigarette smoker.
Yeah.
I know people that will socially smoke other things.
Yeah.
I know people that socially drink. I know people that will order a drink and not drink it just to look like
because in a social atmosphere, like cigars, I socially smoke cigars, mm-hmm. but it's not a thing that I gotta have. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But if you,
I just feel like if I go buy a pack of cigarettes,
yeah, you're gonna smoke it. You're a cigarette smoker,
right? Because I'm not buying cigarettes,
right? No, but like that part there.
Look, that's funny that you say that though about this casual cigar smoking. I've been to a few cigar bars, and that's the extent of my cigar smoking.
Yeah.
Like that's my cigar smoking career right there.
Yeah.
Went to a few bars. I'm done.
Nah, I have a cigar there, every now and then, but I pair it with whiskey or a bourbon or something like that, and I'm in conversation. Like this was like he's setting himself up to be an undesirable, right? Because he's 36? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he turned 36 on the wedding day, and he lives at
35. No, he is 36. I'm sorry.
On the wedding day, he lives at home, which that's all fine. Like I don't think there's nothing wrong with people living at home, mm-hmm. but you have to have some type of explanation.
We know so many people that, or not so many, but we know people that have moved back home because of a failed relationship.
Yeah.
The bigger stories, I know quite a few people that moved back home to buy a home.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why I say it got to be a better explanation.
He said that he had this is on After Party. He said he built something. I was not able to fully listen because this was during the kids getting ready for bed debacle. But it was he built a barn dominium or something, mm-hmm. and it was bleeding him his pockets. And so he cut his losses and went back home. He was like, could I have gotten an apartment? Yeah. But
why do that? Yeah. But the thing for me is you see, the reaction is gonna be there. Somebody's gonna say, well, why is he living at home? And, have a better explanation, or just say, man, we're going to talk about it later.
I think that's why he led with it. It wasn't something that she had to find out in 4 or 5 days.
But it is off-putting though, man. You meet this stranger and the first thing he says to you is, I stay at home with my mom.
But I don't think that he told the story.
Nah, I don't think she knows it yet.
It was just, I live at home. And it's like, oh my God, why does he live at home?
It's not funny. It's not funny, but she was like, I'm trying to enjoy the moment, but I just keep thinking about that. And then he smoked cigarettes. I was like, yeah.
The cigarettes was more of an issue for me than living at home. Because living at home, I'm sorry.
Living at home doesn't mean that you got to move in with him. But you find out you living at home means there's a story behind it. Mm-hmm. So you find out that story. But this, hey, can you stop smoking cigarettes? That's just like detrimental to your life.
Yeah.
Type of deal. And you stink.
As your wife, don't want to smell cigarettes, 1. 2, I think his mama said that she got cancer.
Yeah.
And you still smoking?
She had lung cancer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. From smoking cigarettes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She used to be a cigarette smoker. So, I mean, like, bruh.
It's just an interesting situation. It's like me trying to point out the good things and the bad things between them. Mm-hmm. But I said that I don't think they're going to mesh well. Mm-hmm. I think they both think, each other are attractive and stuff like that, but it's just their attitudes towards certain things.
Her friends told him that he checked all of the physical boxes of what she liked, and he just needs to work to outshine her. And I was like,
work to outshine her.
Yeah, I wrote that down as a direct quote. And I was like, that's awkward to say to somebody. Yeah. He smokes, and she said gross. His mom said he smoked socially. Then she was talking to her bridesmaids, and she was like, I need a minute. And they went in the bathroom, and Tommy was like, they couldn't do this nowhere else. I was like, they're not thinking about the fact that they have on mics.
My simple mind itself was like, man, they can't whisper. Everybody's gonna hear their conversation. And he was looking for, and me being dramatic, he gonna go out, go to the bathroom. He's gonna hear them talking about him. This is all.
What was that? Boston? Yeah, it was Boston. That there was a bathroom conversation turned argument with the loud girl with the cats, with Mark the Shark.
Oh. They were in the bathroom argument?
There was a bathroom argument.
Oh, that was when they was at the bowling alley. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't at the wedding. It was a bathroom argument.
Yeah.
And we hear the whole argument because y'all are still mic'd up.
But you still have
Everybody's
mics.
like, we're going to go somewhere and talk. You still got on your microphone.
We're going to hear the conversation. But I don't know, man. They just, my prediction of them is going to be no.
Yes, correct. No.
I think it's going to be a no.
Look, I'm like, yes, no, that's not what I meant. I meant no. The answer is no.
Yeah.
I am asserting that you are correct.
Yeah. So what I got? 2 yeses?
I don't remember. I'm going to go back through this and listen and write down and figure it out because we had a slight disturbance while recording, and hopefully y'all don't have to see a lot of that disturbance. How you feeling about the season so far, though?
I think I'm gonna like it.
Okay.
I always like the seasons. Sometimes they get boring. Last year got boring because of not being real, and it's like you're trying to do stuff to make it seem like. So that got boring, but I'm curious to see what happens with these folks. Glad it's diverse. It
seems like we've been leaning into the diversity factor of if not the full couple, at least someone on the cast being not black or white.
Yeah.
And this time around, we got that with at least 3 people. Because Juan, Carla, and David are all not black, not white.
Yeah.
Thomas too.
Thomas is black and what?
Something.
Yeah.
Because we saw his birth mother and she's not black or white.
But yeah, so I'm enjoying the parts that are, that I am up to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tommy took a real power nap to get ready to go to Hallelujah night.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's all I got, man, for this episode. How you feel about the season?
So far, it's a far cry better than last season. I hope it stays that way.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need the crazy drama, throwing stuff, screaming and everything, because I don't think that you need all that to say, I like you or I don't like you.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like for people to be real during the process.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not be like, you're real the 2 days the cameras are down.
Yeah.
And the 5 days that the cameras are up, you putting on
that
front.
That really hurt the show. So
yeah.
Yeah, let's get on out of here, man.
Anywho, again, if you guys haven't, please subscribe to our channel, turn on notification bell, comment down below your predictions for this week. Hopefully by the time y'all see this, there's something that I've made that has our predictions, because I didn't write them down. That's it. See you guys tomorrow. For real this time, because the last video went up late. But see you guys tomorrow for the Love Brew Podcast. We do that every Saturday morning at 8:30 Eastern.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Peace.